G'day there, Eric Bakker, naturopath, author of Candida Crusher, with another question I get asked from time to time. Can I get a yeast infection from dirty gym equipment? I've been getting a few of these dirty questions lately. Can I get an infection from a dirty towel? Can I get an infection from a dirty toilet seat, or dirty gym equipment, or dirty jacuzzis, or dirty whatever? I think it's important for you to look at the fact that you need to understand it's not about catching illness from something. It's about building up your resistance so you don't become susceptible to different diseases. There are always paranoid people that walk around not touching handles of doors, not willing to walk around airports or public places in fear of disease. So fear is not a good thing. People that have got strong, powerful, vibrant immune systems don't usually get sick. It's the weak people, the susceptible people that get sick. I often draw a line on a piece of paper when I get a new patient in and explain that we've got susceptibility on one side and we've got resistance on the other. So when this seesaw becomes tipped, for example, once resistance increases, susceptibility drops. And once susceptibility increases, resistance drops. And the little triangle here in the middle, the fulcrum, I write the word stress on the triangle. And we've also got things that push the triangle one way or the other. So stress, for example, not sleeping enough, smoking and drinking alcohol, arguing with people, or being angry. These are all what I call health busters. And these things decrease your resistance by increasing your susceptibility. They reduce your immune system's power. Health builders, on the other hand, are things you do to nourish and build health. Eating good foods, getting enough sleep, being at peace with yourself and other people, exercising, drinking pure water, breathing nice and slowly and deeply, meditating, relaxing. These are all health building events that are going to increase your resistance. So I think these are important concepts which I'd rather you look at than living in a constant fear of catching some type of disease. It's not a good thing. Medicine's full of fear. We're told if we don't get injections and vaccines all the time or take drugs, we're going to get sick. So I tend to call this the sick building business. I can't see why they call it the health care business. So you need to think carefully about those concepts. Taking drugs is not the answer to getting better. The answer is in your hand by increasing your resistance and decreasing your susceptibility. So don't live in fear of catching disease. All right. So I hope that answers your question. What was your question again? Can I get an infection from a dirty gym equipment? You potentially could, but you wouldn't exercise on equipment that's dirty that you'd have a concern about anyway. And remember, don't live in the fear factor. It's not a good way to live when it comes to your health. You can read a lot more in my book, Candida Crusher, about these concepts. So get yourself a copy and have a look there. In the 7th chapter particularly, there's a good section on that point I'm trying to make. Thank you.